Hello and welcome. Once again, we're back doing KQL. If you have any questions, as per usual, please post them in the comment section. Anything pertaining to KQL, I might just make a video about it. But yeah, today what we are doing is we are looking at the project operator. All right. So basically, project is it's all about what you want to see or what you can or cannot see. All right. So specifically to KQL and the data sets or the tables, this is about the different columns that you want to be able to see within any KQL function that you have. So I'm going to give you guys a couple of examples, and of course, being the most simplest example is to project. I could simply say project, let's say location. So this means that I am querying the sign-in logs, right, for the last 24 hours, and all that I want to see in the last 24 hours is the location, right? So we are having a look at every entry in the last 24 hours, all right, in the sign-in logs, right? So this is showing like just the locations only, all right. You could project more stuff onto that. You could project the result type or description, and then it'll probably give us like a whole lot more detail. So about what happened over here. But I mean, you get the idea. Under normal circumstances, what I would normally do is I would do the time, I would do the user, I would do the IP address, that sort of thing, and then I'd see the information that I want. But the basically you get the idea. It's like there are quite a few. I'm just highlighting this one. There are quite a few columns over here. All right. So the thing is, if you're going to project, regardless of whatever query that you do have over here, it's only going to whatever follows this over here, and it's separated by a comma, is going to be displayed. Whatever columns that you list over here will be displayed. All right. So yeah, let's just do that again. I'm going to run, and then we have those two columns. Of course, it really does help, with filtering out whatever it is that you want to see. But of course, we know that every investigation does not go that way. All right. So in the event of us querying something, and perhaps maybe there was one or two columns that we don't want to see, here you can see we've got project away. All right. And what this basically means is it's going to show us every single column besides that one. All right. So we can search for that. User principal name. It's giving us every single column. It's projecting everything else but the user principal name. That's what the project. Well, that's what it is for. So what I'm going to do with project away is I'm going to list like these three. These three over here, these three columns. So I'm going to project away, and I'm going to remove time generated resource. Well, there we go. Resource ID, operation name, and let's see what happens. Right? Look at that, they're all gone. All right, so now we understand what project away is. All right, so it does help when it comes down to filtering different things within the investigation that you are concluding. All right, so let's have a look at all the other arguments that we can run with project. And we got keep. You could probably guess what keep is going to be in terms of the different columns. So if we just use project keep user principal name, that's going to keep this. And the difference between this and just like a normal project, it comes in handy when you are looking for columns that start with a particular letter or word in that sense. So let's say, for instance, we weren't sure which table we were looking for, but we know that the detail that we're looking for is in a specific table. We could just simply say every table that starts with auth. Just remember, you gotta keep the dot over there, sorry, the star over there. All right. Let's just see, project keep anything that begins with auth. There we go. All right. Of course, note that this is also with this is case sensitive. So anything that starts with auth, it's going to highlight and it's going to run. It's going to display these. Any column that begins with auth, it's going to display that for you. All right. It's going to start with those. All right. And it's only going to display those. All right. Let's just have a look. Maybe we can have a little bit of fun with this. Let's see. Oh, is it only doing that? Let's see if we can do this. Is it going to work? authentication followed by, hey, look at that, we've got user as well. So everything that follows with well, afterwards, anything that begins with user, you just remember the star there, space and then star, it's going to display that as well. And you could do that on and on and on and on and on. Alright, so what else do we have? Let's have a look and see what other arguments do we have. Why is that not working? Let's just remove that. There we go. Well, we had reorder over there, right? So project reorder is, simply put, it's whatever you're going to put over here, it's very similar to the previous command, but I mean, if you wanted to start with the user or the IP, then it will start with those two first, or you can add on continuously and you can put, operation name, then it will start with these columns over here. Alright, that's what the read order is going to be. Let's have a look and see what else is, hiding in over here. Alright, let's see. I don't know, seems to have, this does sometimes happen within Sentinel. Yeah, so, alright, let's see. Project, we've done away, we've done keep, we've done reorder, and now we have rename as well. Now, rename, very self-explanatory. What it's going to do, it's going to rename the columns. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to rename operation name to just OPE or something. So I'm going to type in OPE, all right, and I'm going to change and equals operation name. So let's see what happens. All right, project rename, and there we go. OPE, it's been changed to, so, and I can change it. I can add OPE 123, and there we go. This is also useful for when you are doing joins or you are performing, an Azure function and you wanted, a specific, you actually want to create a section where it's going to be renamed. Then that, okay, look, this is specific to whatever it is that, you'd like it to be. It might not seem that useful now, but you will definitely going to make use of this in the future. If there are any questions, once again, regarding the project operator, please send me a message or an email. You know how to get in touch with me. But yeah, keep practicing. KQL will save you.